Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. Today we're going to be talking about genuinely one of my favourite games of all time, Thank Goodness You're Here. Now before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's checked out all the content so far, and especially the Road to Halloween series. It was a bit of a beta, a bit of a start out for something I want to do, hopefully for Christmas. But thank you so much for checking it all out. The feedback has been amazing. The attention that everything's getting has been just really nice to see, so thank you for that. And if you don't want to miss any uploads, then do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't done so already. And if you have any suggestions about what you want to see on this channel, then do sound off below and let me know. But without further ado, let's jump into the video.
What a beauty! Oh, I've never seen one as big as that before.
Thank Goodness You're Here is a 2024 game developed by Cole Supper and released by Panic Inc. for PS4, PS5, PC and Nintendo Switch. Kyle and Manuel recommended this game for me, and I'm glad that they did, because when I checked that out, I really enjoyed my time with it. This game paints British culture in such a really wonderful, absurd light that makes it look super stereotypical in places, and it's very over the top, and for this, I absolutely love it. You take control of a salesman and have to visit the town of Barnsworth, which is a parody of a town called Barnsley in Yorkshire. Initially, when I looked at the trophies for this game, I saw that there was one called Patience is a Virtue, and I literally finished the game in about 15 minutes. Earning that trophy was amazing. I was in hysterics, and I knew that once I started it again and actually played the game properly this time, that I was going to be in for a great time. The character you play as does not say a word at all throughout the game. The only people who speak are members of the town that you help to progress the plot of the game. I use the term plot loosely because there really isn't one. Each trophy for this game is linked to helping each member of the town, from Jasper the Handyman to Brigadier Bean Tin. Each mission is different and it gets more and more absurd as time goes on. From getting Jasper's tool back to visiting a weird meat-filled realm, Barnsworth has it all, including national treasure Matt Berry. I'm serious, Matt Berry's in the freaking game.
Cracky, look at the size of this lad's marrow.
Throughout the game, you travel across 3 different areas and usually loop back through previous areas to get to where you need to go, which does open up more tasks for you to do. For example, one of the trophies for opening a store is missable and can only be done at the very start of the game. You punch the wall to begin the process of getting the trophy, and if you leave this area without doing so, you miss it entirely and have to start again. This did lead to a number of playthroughs, but it was fun and didn't feel grindy or repetitive at all. This is something a lot of games these days are missing, and I'd love it if a lot of developers looked at what Cole Supper has done here and took notes, because this game is super fun. The dialogue in this game is really easily the best aspect. Apart from looking gorgeous and really well animated, just listen to some of these conversations.
Good grief, lad. The front door's right there.
Keep both toes on the brake. Hands at 7:30. Never so gently. Put your best foot forward. Oh, that's okay. I couldn't get it quite right my first 48 times either.
It's nothing like walking this.
I'm looking for toots.
Very handsome, my dog.
I'll have a chicken bake, please, love.
Well, with no butter today, Colin's gone and lost it, so it's vegan. I hope that's alright.
Oh, no, I'd rather shit bed. Don't put your rubbish in my bin.
I wouldn't.
Don't put your bin in my bin.
Eh?
Don't put me in your bin.
Roses are red, violets are blue, Roger's got a big head and he's a massive belly.
My beautiful baby boy. And bigger than I thought.
Daddy? Daddy?
The Lady D moment had me in stitches.
Lady D!
From its visuals to its humour, it's super punchy, with the humour being something that's well timed and full of heart, doesn't offend, and doesn't feel outdated. Considering that this is a relatively low budget experience, it looks amazing and simple. There is a scene in this game where you're floating up into the sky and have a view of the town. It all looks really good, and I can appreciate what the devs have done with Thank Goodness You're Here. I showed my mum this game and she said that it reminded her of Britain in the 80s and said that it had that mining town aesthetic, and I completely agree with her. When I researched the inspiration for Barnsworth, I discovered it's based off Barnsley, as mentioned earlier, which is a town in South Yorkshire and was a mining town that eventually became a market town as time went on. The inspiration doesn't just stop at the look and feel of the town, it's reflected in the soundtrack too. All in all, I had a really good time with Thank Goodness You're Here. Everything about the game just really made me feel all happy inside, and I know it sounds really weird to say, but I had a really fun time with it. The music was great, it looks amazing, it's very funny. Matt Berry being in the game is such a huge thing, and I'm glad that Kyle and Manuel recommended this to me. But what did you guys think about it? And if there's anybody outside of the UK who maybe isn't familiar with a lot of the Stereotypes and you've seen this game, what did you think about it? Sound off below, let me know. And if you have any suggestions of anything you want me to cover on this channel, then do let me know below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. There are enemies, power-ups, coins and booster tokens throughout each level that will help clear an area of enemies but may slow you down and potentially cause you to fall behind. It's very risk and reward.